Now we have our next lightning talk from Nisha about optimizing organizer recruitment. Give her a huge round of applause, please.
Hello, everyone. I hope you're having an excellent time at Hackcon. I know I am. So today, I'm really excited to talk to you all about how to optimize organizer recruitment. So a little bit about me. My name is Nisha. I just graduated with my bachelor's in electrical and computer engineering from WPI. Thank you. And I'm also currently working full-time at Dell as a hardware engineer. In terms of my hackathon experience, I've organized Tech Together Boston for 3 hackathons. I organized it in 2019, 2020, and 2020 virtual. Yep. So I've learned a lot about my organizing experience through this process. And a little bit about my hobbies. I love to play with my dog, and I also love to read and write and cook. So a little bit more about how I got involved in the hackathon organizing space. I'm going to tell you guys a story about how I first started and attended my first hackathon. So I started off at She Hacks Boston in 2018 as a hacker, and I was really inspired by the people that were working there, especially the organizers. They've been putting on this whole event. Where was I going with this? Yeah, so I attended as a hacker, and I attended the workshop, so I learned all sorts of cool skills, such as stitching LEDs into a t-shirt, and also Android Studio. But my biggest takeaway was attending a workshop that was led by an organizer who talked all about her organizing experience and also shared what the mission of She Hacks was at the time, which is to empower more women and non-binary in STEM, especially in engineering and technology spaces. And so with that, 1 year later, or right after the applications came out, 1 year later, I was organizing Tech Together Boston. So I was at a Guinness Arena hosting my first hackathon, and yeah, that was kind of how I started my whole journey. So what is the takeaway from all of this? Once a hackathon ends, the leadership team usually disbands, and a new leadership team is recruited. And so with that, you can actually start the recruiting at the event itself. And so that brings me to my 3 tips on what I can tell you guys on how to optimize organizer recruitment. So my first tip is to host a panel with current organizers. This can be in a Q&A form or a literal sit-down panel. This can be in the form of a workshop or any other event format you want. It's completely up to you, but I highly recommend having at least 1 person from each sub-team on a panel. So for example, if you have a tech team, a marketing team, and a operations team, make sure you have at least 1 person from each team available to speak on the panel. My second tip is to share your experience and gauge interest at the event. This heavily encourages organizer and hacker networking, as well as you can kind of announce the encouragement at the event to talk to an organizer and have the organizers collect emails of interested candidates. And finally, my last tip is to do some prior planning and send out your organizing team applications before the event starts. This can allow you to host on-site interviews and coffee chats, as well as really set up that in-person connection. You can also have people outside the project community attend so that they can see what the event is like, and this will give them a good idea of what they're getting into if they really do want to apply in the future. So yeah, at the end of the day, the in-person connection is so important. And so with that, I just wanted to thank you all for listening to me today. Feel free to reach out to me or connect with me on LinkedIn if you have any questions. And I hope you had some great takeaways that you can use in your next hackathon. Happy hacking!
Thank you.